In today's video, I really want to explore authenticity with you. See, I was struggling of what I should post. And I've already told myself recently that I was just going to start basically freestyling whatever is in my head out onto the camera. And that over time, I was just going to allow my thoughts to organize themselves into something coherent so that I can express ideas a little bit better, and so that my speaking and my presence and everything like that starts to evolve and get a little bit better. And I found this idea through another YouTuber who I think is one of the best spiritual YouTube gurus, if you will, on YouTube. And his name is Satya Speaks. And he's just such an um, amazing speaker on spirituality, but really a grounded, like earthy, material spirituality. And he gave me a piece of advice through one of his videos. And he said, when you get up in the morning, start journaling, start writing everything down. And it doesn't matter what it is, you don't have to force it. Actually, don't force it. Even the parts where you're stuttering or don't know what to say, you just write that down. I don't know what to say right now, but I'm writing and this is what's coming through. And I've been doing this for the past week or so, and I'm noticing that my it's getting easier. It's getting easier for the thoughts to just come out. And the last few times I just wrote, and I couldn't tell you what I wrote in that book, and I haven't read it back yet. And so it's just like it's just coming through me. And that's kind of the idea that I'm trying to put forth with these videos is if you're interested in doing content or interested in doing like short form content, I think this is a huge help, because it's going to allow you to just kind of free flow, and it's going to allow you to be yourself, be your authentic self. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now, I don't know what I'm going to talk about right now, but I'm going to just let it come out. And over time, if you just kind of focus on quantity rather than quality, the quality is going to come, especially if you have a mindset that is interested in growth and evolution. But right now, in the early stages, you probably just want to get it out there, get the practice in, get the reps in. And again, just like the journaling, and like Satya says, once you just start brain barfing all over the place, your psyche is going to start organizing your thoughts, and you're going to kind of distill it down into your main ideas. Your speaking is going to get better, your filler words are going to be less, and your ideas are just going to be a lot more coherent. So the that's the goal for me with this type of video, and I'm hoping to explore that a little bit more with you, because I think authenticity as a whole is just, it's something very important. It's like, how do we show up in this world as our authentic selves? Because one thing I've been noticing about the content that I've been making lately, and especially on TikTok, TikTok's a great place where you can just kind of blast out 4 or 5 videos and you can see the response in real time. What do people connect with? And it's always the videos that I felt the most cringy on. It's always the video that I felt like I was rambling, or where I was being incoherent, or I didn't make sense. Those are the videos that people always connect with, because that's me being myself, and they see the humanity in what you're saying. And so rather than showing up as this polished version of yourself with a script and reading your off of your screen in a monotone way, show up without this perfectionist mindset or expectation, and just go for it. Just spit it out there. And once you allow yourself to loosen up and open up, it's going to come out much smoother, and you're going to have a much better or much easier time talking. You just got to do it enough, right? It's just like anything with experience. And you know practice makes perfect. But I think authenticity is a much deeper conversation too, because another thing I've been really thinking about is like, sometimes I tend to withhold my real thoughts in real life around people. And I think there's a real distinction here, because I think as we go through life, we see patterns, right? Our wisdom comes from seeing patterns almost. It's like you see the patterns in behavior, And what people tend to do over time, you pick up on that, and then you can kind of adjust your behavior. Or if you need to remove somebody from your life or remove yourself from somebody's life, you can pick up on the pattern that they're doing and realize that it's just who they are and they're not going to change. But what you can also pick up on is specific patterns of people that come into your life. So certain types of people, like there's a type of person for me that is always very frustrating, and it always seems to turn into some kind of competition or mind game that when I engage with this person. And I often realize that, or I'm starting to realize that these people are just mirrors of myself. Like I see these people and I'm like, oh, you want to play the mind games? I'll play too. And I'm better than you. And then we get caught up in this endless mind game that actually is just draining energy, and it goes nowhere, and it takes your focus off of your goals and what you're actually wanting to accomplish in life. And so with these types of people, I've had to learn that I have to pull back my energy. I have to withdraw my energy. I have to stop being open and stop telling my story and stop revealing my goals, because what these people are doing is they're essentially being energy vampires. They're draining me of my life force, and they're using my story against me. And then I have to hyper focus on it. And I realize that I don't have to be authentic to everyone in every situation. And sometimes it makes you feel like you're not being authentic because you're like, oh, why can't I just be myself here? And it's, well, you got to learn containment. You have to learn how to contain your emotions. You got to learn how to contain yourself. And it's called self-discipline. It's called self-mastery. And it's a real thing. And, so it's not about being open and being boisterous and being, straightforward and always being your your main self unfiltered to everybody in the world. It's about knowing yourself, knowing when to pull back, when to push forward. And that's going to lead you to a more authentic life, because you're going to notice how internally you feel more masterful, because you can control. It's like controlling a boat riding down a river and the rapids come, you know? And if you're not ready for the rapids, you could tip over, you could go into the rocks, you know what I mean? And so if you're alert and you're like, oh, rapids are coming, I need to go this way. I need to, okay, I'm stuck in a hole. I need to get out of it. You know what I mean? So it's like navigating is wiser and more authentic than just saying, all right, let's go into these waves and just try to blast through them. And ultimately, that's more destructive to yourself. So, yeah, authenticity isn't always about barfing your brains out to the whole world. You know what I mean? It's not about being so open and so yourself that everybody just better accept you for who you are and this and that. It's like, I think it has a little bit more to do with mastery and controlling yourself. So I hope that helps. That's been the video for today. I'm glad I got out here in this beautiful desert sun in the morning. It's still 85 degrees here in November, almost mid-November. And apparently there's a cold front coming through down from the north, and we're gonna get some rain this weekend. So hopefully we actually get some fall or winter weather this year. But I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, and I hope to see you on the next one. All right, peace.